welcome and happy holidays. Let's take a look at the numbers for Georges Niang.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all.
I think this is a progression step here for Kuminga. When he starts to hit threes consistently, watch out.
Here's Curry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Allen, a screen on Hield. Drills it from outside. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play, and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games, and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
The ball. Movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Okoro. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Garland with the bucket.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
To the wing right side. And stolen by Mobley. Garland with it. Kuminga picks him up. To Garland. Allen, a screen on Curry. To the middle. And slam dunk by Allen.
Yeah, you saw Allen do a great job of just placing himself in that pick and roll, and he's right where he's supposed to be.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own building? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Now, here's Mitchell. Good D by Hield.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Stolen by LeVert. The wide open look here for Garland. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, good to see Garland score the ball without dominating.
Garland against Curry. A 3-ball. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And that one, good.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell outside. Wound up there for Allen. An emphatic LU jam.
You could put that ball just about anywhere for Jared Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
It's Curry outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Mitchell looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on heel. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Cavaliers with 2 shots. Donovan Mitchell.
And Mitchell drops them both. Outside Curry. The shot that time, not on target. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. Will be and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Who's in the corner? Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
And this is the threat that Allen gives you on the interior. Gets great position and then just jams it through.
Pass to Schroeder. Drives to the hoop. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Strus finds LeVert. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Niang. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Fires for 3. Jerome with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. A 3 from Strus. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Anderson slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looking. But, thank you for your honesty in that.
I'm never quite sure what Schroeder is going to do there. Fantastic at forcing the D to hit him while he was shooting that one.
And Cleveland making a change here. Fours checked in.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Hooked away, out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers, 4th.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
George Niang, he's checked in for Cleveland. Wade kicks to Niang. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead. Schroeder, he's got 6, and it's Podziemski in the corner, and again it's the Warriors missing, and so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting it. The team that shot it well.
Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Let me look at your phone. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
Schroeder outside. In the corner, Moody with it. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here are the Cavaliers. They've got a 10-0 run going. Out of hand on it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Schroeder. The kick out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Back to Schroeder. A 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And here's Anderson from the... Oh, he got it to go!
With the score, your Cavaliers.
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And so it's Cleveland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Welcome to halftime, everybody.
Playing on the road is definitely more of a challenge, but you know that coming in. They didn't seem all well prepared for this environment for the matchup.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
They're really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. How do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. We'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
Curry dishes to Hield. Takes a 3. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Curry.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Garland the pass to Okoro. Mitchell wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Curry against Garland. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Hield. Fires the 3. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Okoro.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They double-team Curry. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Green with the block. Outside, Kuminga. The three. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Stephen Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Back to Garland. And another three for Cleveland.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Curry with him, and Allen picks him up defensively. And Kuminga gets it to go. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
LeVert's checked in for a Okoro. Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Three-pointer Hield. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen. He's got 8 rebounds in this game. Garland with it. Kuminga picks him up. That one good for 2. And that's now 19 points for Darius Garland. Warriors trail by 4. Outside, Green. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. A nice shot by Mobley.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
They kick out to Hield. Off target from outside. Cleveland leading by 7. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And here's Garland for 3. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And here is Curry. He's got 23. Kuminga, screen on Garland. Curry looking it over. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their team. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-yard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Podziemski out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Anderson in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. He's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Garland, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Schroeder, right side. Golden State moving it around. Here's Podziemski. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
LeVert's checked in for George Niang. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Okoro, wide open, he fires. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's LeVert, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Jerome, covered by Hield. And it's blocked.
Such great instincts and athletic ability. Kuminga getting there to stop shots.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
On its way from Curry for 2. They get it again.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
There's Garland. And all done in that time before dropping in. Garland's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. Curry against Garland. Here's Kuminga. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Stephen Curry. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It's stolen by Curry. Inside, and here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it.
Really showing some strength on that bucket. Kuminga getting more used to finishing through that kind of contact.
That one misses for Kuminga. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Pass to Okoro. Now Mobley. Bounce pass from Garland. Mobley inside. He's against Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
The drive by Mitchell. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist in the game. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Curry's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garland, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Curry is inside, guarded by Garland. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Puts up a 3. That one, no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Curry can't get it to go. 1:04 left in the fourth. Garland kicks to Okoro. Garland against Curry. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Cleveland.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Darius Garland.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Mitchell outside. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.